I'm Oliver and welcome to the second episode of Material Matters. Today we are talking about grained leathers. The first episode was more about the flat and smooth leathers. Here we have some structure. We start with Epsom, we go over to Togo, we look at Chèvre Mysore, and we have Clémence Leather as well. The grained leathers have the reputation of being a bit more sturdy and a bit more everyday use friendly. And we look at if this is real and look at every type of leather a bit more closely. Let's look at the Epsom leather. This is a Birkin 25 in cellular cut made from Epsom leather. Usually Epsom leather is not the preferable choice for a Birkin bag, I'd say, especially in the cellular cut. It has been reintroduced in the cellular Epsom leather only a couple of years back and is more often actually seen on Kelly bags, especially in the cellular type. The Epsom leather is a calf leather that's heat pressed, and because it is heat pressed, it actually maintains a sort of stiffness. There are different leather types in general, but if you get a calf or a cow leather in general and you have not worked on it, it's a very slushy and very formable leather. And in order to make this a bit more stiff, Epsom leather has a matte finish, and that's on purpose. It soaks up a lot of the color and reflects the color to you. In my opinion, a bit more dynamic than comparable leathers in Togo or Clémence. The leather itself is very scratch resistant. I could actually also start maintaining it without my gloves. It's for a daily use made. If you run into a rain with this leather, it's not a problem. Just wipe it off with a dry cloth and there will no marks left behind. This is a Kelly 25 in Togo, Rouge Ash, a very traditional Hermès red color, and Togo leather, probably the most popular leather of Hermès, has been introduced in the late 1990s to make a little more of a lightweight version of a Clémence leather. So the leather itself is more soft than an Epsom leather, but more stiff than a Clémence leather. The grains almost looks like Clémence, but they are usually a little bit smaller. The finish of the leather is matte, but can become more shiny over time. Meaning if you wear a bag quite often, the patina makes it a little bit more shiny. The bag or the leather is absolutely scratch resistant. It's water repellent, meaning if you get a wet stain on it, take a dry cotton cloth, colorless ideally, a white one, and rub the water off, dry it off, and there will no marks be remaining. The leather is often used on a retourné style cut in order to make the bag a little bit more flexible, but very rarely it has also been seen on a cellular cut Birkin or a cellular cut Kelly. The leather itself is, in my opinion, one of the best all-rounders for a daily use. It very rarely shows the signs of usage of the bag and maintains it almost like new appearance for a very long time. Going over to the Clémence leather. This is a Kelly 28 in Togo Leather Clémence TC or simply Clémence leather. It's a little bit more heavy weighted than Togo and it's much more slushy. It can appear that if you have a Birkin 35 in Clémence leather, the bag almost falls into and gives in the shape that it has. If you want to maintain it, obviously, then you need to stuff it the way that it is completely filled out. But that's also the way how Hermès probably wanted it to be. It's a much more slushier version. It's a much more sportier version and a bit more casual, I guess. It's not as strict as an Epsom. The beauty is that it is giving you a new shape to each bag, depending on how you store the bag. It is a leather that is very scratch resistant, as almost all the grained leathers that we are talking about here. It's also water repellent. The more critical points with this leather is going to be the edges, because on the edges the leather over here is more stretched. So if the leather is more stretched, it is more open and easy to get dents on the corners. The leather is often used on retourné cuts. I have not seen it myself being used on a sellier cut, just because the retourné cuts itself are cuts that allow more flexibility into the bags and are a bit more sporty, I would call it myself. Last but not least, I brought you a mini verrou in Rose, Texas, Chèvre Mysore. So let's look at Chèvre leather. There are two other forms of Chèvre leathers, but this one is the most common one. Chèvre leather is also used to line the bags inside from Hermès, the Birkins and Kellys, because Chèvre leather, and this is one of the first characteristics, is super scratch resistant. It's very hard to get actually any scratch into this leather. On the same time, it's a bit softer, but maintains a shape. Chèvre, as the name said, is a goat leather, has been introduced at Hermès already since a very long time. It's been around for ages already to fill the inside of the Hermès bags, and is also used for making bags like this. We have mini Kellys, we have the Geta bag, we have Constance bags, but we also have larger Kellys in Chèvre leather. The leather itself is also water repellent. It is a very vibrant leather when it comes to colors, because it shows the colors stronger than a Clémence and the Togo leather. So as you can also see here, the color really pops into your eye. So today we looked at 4 of Hermès's grained leathers, in my opinion the most important ones. Most of them are introduced in the 90s, and Hermès sort of like realized that by the time a box leather is a soft or a very smooth leather is not always in demand for a daily purpose. If you're looking for something a bit more sporty, you might want to go with these a bit slushy leathers, and the more stricter versions are the Epsom and Cellier cuts. Thank you very much. If you want to know more about this, contact us, have a look at SACLÄB, but also tune in on the third part for Material Matters Hermès Leathers.